What's up, everybody? Welcome to 3D Rivals, your first line of defense against stupid movies. My name is DJ, and as always, I'm joined by my co-host, my sister, Donatella.
What's up?
And our friend Dan.
What's going on?
This week, we're going to be talking about another James Bond movie. The World Is Not Enough. You might be thinking we skipped Tomorrow Never Dies, and that's because I didn't post the episode. We won't talk about it, but we're talking about The World Is Not Enough now. So, as always, I will start with the actors. This one is another Pierce Brosnan movie, which is my James Bond. This is the one that I identify as James Bond because, I mean, this came in 1999. Obviously, I was young at the time that he was James Bond. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was 9.
In 99?
Yes, so were you.
But you were turning 10.
At the end of the year.
Yeah, but you were still...
Oh my
gosh!
I
was 10 for a month. That's
still. You were born 10 years prior to 99.
Okay.
Okay, that part doesn't matter.
It does, but all right.
So this movie about Pierce, like I felt like Pierce Brosnan kind of got like the low end of the stick. Like he
just kept getting worse and worse movies.
But like there was parts of this movie where I felt like where you could see that like he is a really good James Bond. Mm-hmm. He just have not been given good movies.
Okay. I mean, GoldenEye.
Besides GoldenEye, like GoldenEye is a great movie.
Yeah, and then they left him off with what?
Okay, so you had Tomorrow Never Dies.
Die Another Day.
Ooh.
Yeah, Die Another Day.
That's bad.
To die another day.
Yeah, there's no saving Die Another Day. And like Tomorrow Never Dies is like a silly movie, but I have fun watching it.
Yeah.
This movie I felt like had some good parts, and there's parts where it says like, oh, like this dude is killing it as James Bond.
Yeah.
But you ruined it by a lackluster doll movie.
Yeah, I got some issues with this movie. I'm gonna try and save them for nitpicks. Mm-hmm. But
you might blurt them out randomly.
Yeah. There's some problems. All right, we have the actress playing Electra King, which is Sophie Marceau.
I thought she did really good. Like I liked Electra.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought she was good.
Yes. Then Denise Richards is in the movie as Dr. Christmas Jones.
That was a miss.
Thought Christmas only came once a year.
I was hoping we can get through this podcast without saying that.
There's no way. There's no way I don't say it. It's a pivotal line in the movie. Legitimately, like, that's what I remember.
No, I'm mad at the guy who wrote that line.
He was probably giggling while he was writing, too.
It's a triple entendre.
And then everyone else said it was okay to put it in a movie.
There were parts of it that I get as an adult that I didn't get when I was 9.
Right.
Oh, okay. What do you mean? December 25th only comes once. Yeah. I see what you mean.
I'm sorry. There's no way I didn't mention it.
Get the kids out of here.
At the beginning of the movie, I was watching it with my wife. At the beginning of the movie, I mentioned the line.
In that case, it served its point because you remembered it.
I did remember that, and you couldn't kill me, you'll miss me.
I did remember that. Yes.
Yeah. Or Time for You to Die, which should be another James Bond movie.
What, Time for You to Die?
Time for You to Die.
It's like, what's the time? Time for You to Die.
Oh, I thought you meant like a movie title.
I don't know.
Yeah, it should be a movie title.
Time for You to Die.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
Time to Die. So we put No Time to Die. Now Time to Die.
It is a Time to Die.
Now it's a time to die. It was No Time to Die. Which
that was
I hated that movie.
Daniel Craig. Movie. Good song, though.
Right?
I don't. Nope. I listened to it again because we talked about it, and I was like, "Nope, this song." You don't
like the song?
I don't like the song. I don't like it.
All right, Billy did a good job. Don't go back to listen to my episode when they announced her as the singer. Don't do it.
Why not?
Definitely was always on Team Billy.
I'm going to stand by what I said. I wasn't a fan.
Oh, okay. I mean, it was better than.
Well, I mean,
it was better than this movie.
I don't think it was. I'm not mad at this. I'm not mad at this opening song.
I did not like it.
No.
I-
Because I just listened to the episode. You have some bad takes. You don't get an opinion on this.
Excuse me.
You're excused.
No, he said, "Squeeze me."
I'm squeezed.
You're squeezed.
Oh, you're fine. Whatever. Just because it's music you like doesn't mean that.
Excuse
Hey,
me.
man,
First of all, we
music
already
is
said that you're
open to
stuck in
opinion.
2000 with the music you like.
When was
2010s.
music ever better?
Yeah.
Besides the 90s and the
2000s.
I would
early
say
2000s.
the 90s.
In the early 2000s.
You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Beyond that, though.
But I mean, they made other music.
Yeah, they made other
I
music,
listened
sure.
to some stuff that came out in 2021.
Dude,
Maybe I gotta look.
is it made by the same man you've been listening to for the
What,
last?
Kendrick Lamar? Oh, you were talking about Eminem.
Yeah.
No, actually, I haven't listened to a lot of his newer music.
Really?
Hey now,
Yeah.
say now.
Oh, his new album.
Hey now, say now.
I'm gonna have to listen to it then.
Yeah,
I've been listening
always
to a
dope,
lot
man.
of Kendrick Lamar and Logic and
Oh, I know I'm tired of playing that song for Drake because everyone acts like that's the best diss track, and I'm
oh,
like,
I don't
y'all
play
know
that.
diss
That
They
track.
not like
song
us?
I don't play at all.
Yeah,
I'm sick of hearing that song.
that and Meet the Grams. I'm sorry, but there are better
Right.
diss tracks.
I am sick of hearing that
N95.
Yeah.
I like that song.
song. I do like
You look-
N95.
All right. Anyhow, back to the cast of James Bond.
Mhm.
We kind of skipped to some of the music. We won't talk long about music, but okay. You've got Desmond Llewellyn. Is that how you pronounce it? Llewellyn something. He's Q.
Mhm.
But I think this is when he was retiring as Q. Right?
This is his last appearance as Q. He was going to retire, although he did plan to appear in the next movie, but unfortunately, he died a few days after this movie was released.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, in a car accident. Like when they say he died, like you assume of old age.
Yeah, I'm gonna
He
mention
died
one
in a
of
car
my
accident.
first nitpicks.
Oh, man.
In the beginning of this
Yeah.
movie, the boat that James Bond drives,
Yes.
he says it was his
Fishing.
fishing
boat.
boat.
Why does it have missiles?
I was like, that's not a fishing boat.
That is. Think about it.
You never know what's gonna
If-
happen when you're fishing.
You could kill a lot of fish with missiles.
That's true.
You
And then
also
they'll
can't
float,
eat
They'll
them.
float to the top of the. Yeah, you probably shouldn't.
It turns them into tuna. That's all. You know how you get tuna in a can? They're like all chopped up, ready for you. Like, yeah.
I don't think that's how that works.
That's how you get the tuna in the can.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think that's how it works.
I don't
But
think that's how
I'll
it
look into it, but I don't think that's how it works.
All right, so then you have the bad guy Robert Carlyle.
He was Renard.
He was Renard.
Carlisle.
I also thought Renard was good.
Oh yeah, good acting.
Mhm.
So overall, obviously Dame Judi Dench. Can't go wrong with Dame Judi Dench.
Catchy.
So yeah, overall the cast is good. I mean Denise Richards, blah.
Mhm,
But
mhm.
overall cast good,
Mhm.
right?
Agreed.
Music, there's nothing to talk about. It's the James Bond thing. I mean,
Sure. They just play it at different tempos.
yeah.
When they're driving fast, driving slower.
They play different parts of the song too, right? At least they play it at appropriate parts. Unlike what movie were we watching where they just like played a bunch
Oh
of
yeah,
music?
you were super angry about
Wasn't
that.
that a recent one?
It
It was a
one.
recent one. He was super angry about the
Was it
music
Salt?
not being played at the right time.
No, I don't think it was Salt.
It wasn't
No, it
Salt.
wasn't Salt.
No, Salt was just a disappointing movie.
It was something. We were watching something and like they were just like playing amped up music and nothing was happening. And I'm like, why? Just like it's like dropping the James Bond beat.
When he's going to sleep.
And he's like, yeah, getting in the bed. Yeah, aren't you hyped for this?
I can see them doing that.
All right. So yeah, music is music.
Mhm.
All right, cool. Cinematography.
Nothing special.
Nothing special in this one.
No,
I mean,
Nothing special.
when I was a kid, I used to really like the scene where he went underwater and straightened his tie.
I don't have a problem with it. It's fine.
What about when they flip the boat?
I got a problem with that boat scene.
There's a lot of issues. You gotta take physics out of the boat.
There's no physics. There's no physics. Okay.
Yeah, just take physics out of the boat because it's clear that boat can't dive, right? Because like he dives underwater. There were so many cuts. It's clearly that boat cannot dive. Like you don't actually see it dive underwater.
That's true. You don't.
And then like, why does Q need a fishing boat that can dive underwater?
It's not a fishing boat.
See where the fish at. Oh, there they are.
You shoot them with a torpedo.
Right. And they float to the top, and then you cast your line.
Yeah, nothing special for cinematography in this movie. It's a stupid skiing scene.
Oh, when she went to inspect the pipeline.
God, that was dumb.
He wanted to inspect the pipelines. He always wanted to.
That was really dumb. I got a lot of problems with that.
Got
Scene.
to ski to it.
Okay, tell us your problems.
No, we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait till we
Okay.
get to nitpicks.
All right.
All right, so we're gonna move on to the plot.
Mm-hmm.
So, someone stole money from an oil guy,
Robert King was the oil guy.
Robert King,
Mm-hmm.
who is Electra King's father.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he blew up.
And we start the movie. Yes, we start the movie with them getting that money back, but then the money blows up and kills him.
Mm-hmm.
Activated by his pen. They said it was filled with glycerin.
The pen or the money?
The money.
Fertilizer.
Oh, fertilizer.
Where do you
Oh,
get
wow.
glucose from?
I
You
don't know.
can go
Wait, they blew
glycerin.
him up with sugar?
Yes.
Hey, sugar is deadly.
What do you think is in glycerin? The glycerin part of nitroglycerin.
Sugar.
I mean, probably not table sugar.
Okay,
but-
first of all,
Yeah, not the sugar you're thinking about.
I'm
but,
pretty
you know.
sure they didn't say glucose at all.
I was wrong.
I'm pretty sure that's not what happened.
Somebody said glucose somewhere in this movie.
Did they?
Probably, yeah.
Somebody
I'm pretty
said-
Was
sure.
it the doctor?
It was
Could have
Not
been.
doing her
probably
job?
Was. Probably was a doctor.
Electra. She was like, "Oh,
Yeah,
it's glucose."
Everybody else looked at her funny too. Like, okay.
Yeah, see,
We're
it
gonna
was a
move
weird
on.
line. It's in my nitpicks.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
But okay, so somebody blows him up. We get
Yes.
the chase scene with the boat,
Mhm.
which we have a lot of problems with, which we'll get to.
Mm-hmm.
But because of that, they feel like Electra is going to be targeted because, all right, this is a nitpick, but I'm going to mention it now. James Bond made a connection that it was her kidnapper because the amount of the money that was stolen was the same amount as her ransom when she was
I
younger.
don't think it's that far fetched.
You don't think that's far fetched?
No, because think about it. It was like 303 303. That's
Yeah.
like a certain amount of money, a number, right? And you go
Yeah.
through all of this to get money back from the Swiss banker or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think this that far fetched because it's like, why is he going through all of this to get money back that's the exact same amount for the ransom for his daughter? I think that's too much of a coincidence to not be related.
Okay. All right. So you think it was okay? I thought it was a stretch, but maybe not.
I don't think it's
That
a stretch.
specific number.
Yeah.
If it wasn't that number, then okay, it might be. a
Yeah.
stretch.
Well, because it also equaled $5 million, and I was like, maybe just somebody got $5 million.
Yeah, but
US
it was 303 pounds.
Could have been a coincidence.
I don't know. I feel like this too, especially like how often does your kid get kidnapped
Yeah.
and the ransom amount is the same amount of money I want back from these people?
Okay. All right. All right.
I don't think that's a stretch. I mean, there's some stretch in this movie. I don't think that's one of them.
Okay. Well, because of that, they think Electra is going to be targeted next, so
Mm-hmm.
they send Bond as a bodyguard.
He's undercover, but not really.
Yeah. Because he's never undercover. Because he always introduces himself as James Bond.
It's Bond James Bond.
Bond, James Bond.
You're not a good spy, Bond.
Nah.
The point of being a spy is for people not to know who you are.
Right. Like, all right, your name is Stephen Hawking. Like, all right, remember your name is Stephen Hawking. Hey, who are you? Bond. James Bond. Like, no.
And didn't he do that in Casino
Just take-
Royale?
just take
with
the
a
earpiece
whole
off.
cover, and he was just like, "Yeah, I'm James Bond."
Yeah.
Good job, Bond.
All right. So it turns out her pipeline is being attacked and stuff. You know,
Yes.
people are blowing it up. Oh, she also decides to not go through what was it? I forget. Some kind of land. She goes around.
Oh yeah, because they're in something.
Istanbul? I don't know. Somewhere in the Middle East.
Istanbul.
It's in the Middle East.
We cut that whole part out.
No, I'm pretty sure Istanbul is in this movie. Isn't that where they were gonna blow stuff up at the end of the movie?
Yeah, but that's not where she was before.
Okay, y'all said it like I just named a random place.
Okay, but she was in it, and like basically the citizens was protesting because there was a church there.
Yeah.
And like the pipeline would go straight through it, and then I'm gonna say pretended, like you're like, oh, I'm gonna be super diplomatic and go around like, although you can always.
So she was like, oh, my father wasn't gonna do this, but I'm gonna go around,
Exactly.
making herself look real good, right?
Yes.
So, but it also gave an excuse for why people might be attacking her. They're thinking is an inside person, and this might be one of the reasons. Maybe one of the shareholders because it's gonna cost more money.
Mm-hmm.
Yada yada. Then a lot of stuff happens. James ends up in Russia. Was that Russia?
You gotta tell me which part you're on.
Where he meets Christmas Jones.
Oh no, that's not Russia. That was I don't know how to pronounce it.
Okay. Excellent.
But anyway, she has like a lot of plutonium,
Mm-hmm.
and they steal the bomb basically.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, a lot of stuff happens. So yeah, you got Elektra over here, dealing with the pipe, making herself look like a victim, right? And then Bond is trying to chase down who's after her, which leads him to Renard,
Mm-hmm.
right? And Renard is stealing plutonium.
Mm-hmm.
And then still making Elektra look bad. Look like the victim. He
Mhm.
uses half of that plutonium to blow up, quote unquote, her pipeline
Mm-hmm.
in one of the dumbest scenes ever. Cool, but dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Super dumb.
Yes. I
Not a
feel
fan,
like
eh?
a lot of this movie is cool but dumb.
Yes.
Cheesy.
Yes.
But
Yes.
Elektra immediately gives herself away because she wanted to kill M.
I think it's because she thought Bond was dead. It was like, seriously, he's never dead. Or at least look for the body first before you reveal you're the evil person.
It's true, man. You got to confirm the kill.
Yeah.
Yeah, confirm the kill.
She's because everyone's feeling sorry for her, and she's like, "Yeah, no, I'm the bad guy."
Basically, that's pretty much what that
Like
reveal
you
was
couldn't
like.
wait
Yeah.
to reveal yourself.
Yes.
It's killing you
like,
to hold
I
this
don't
in.
think you needed to do that. Actually, your plan probably would have gone better.
She could have just shot him on the back. No, I would have did.
Well, there were other people there.
Yeah, but she had her crew too.
Well, then, okay. Well, she killed all of them anyway.
So kill him.
No, why didn't she kill him?
Because I think she wanted I want to watch the world burn kind of.
Or she wanted him to blow up in the nuclear explosion.
Yeah.
What's the difference? It's not like she's dead either way. Like just kill her.
Honestly,
Just-
yeah.
If that's your goal,
Exactly.
kill her.
Yeah, you
Exactly.
could just shoot her. She'll die just as fast. Actually, slower if you shoot her.
Yeah.
So, Could've
Shoot her
done
in the
that.
stomach. Yeah.
Yeah.
People don't know how to be
Yeah.
criminals. Man.
Yeah, that way. Yeah, she could slowly die as the world blows
Yeah,
up.
if her lungs are filling with blood,
Yeah.
she'll
Yes. Agreed.
be watching the world die. As
All
I
right.
die.
Mhm.
So they steal a submarine and they're gonna blow it up in Istanbul. James Bond needs to find that out, which gives us another really dumb scene. Did we have this game? We had to.
We did, yes.
Because this helicopter, I remember. and
Actually,
it was
someone
annoying.
borrowed that game and never gave it back.
Hmm. So if you're out there,
He's out there.
Mm-hmm.
bring
Give
it
us
back.
the world is not enough back.
See if that council still
I
works.
kept thinking of the line, "She's falling for you, James," but that's
That's an everything or nothing.
everything or nothing. Which also we should have included that in our songs because
We
that's
did.
a great song. We did.
Yes.
Okay. Everything or nothing has a great.
They should
intro.
make that into a movie.
They should. I mean, it doesn't even have to follow the game. Just make it a movie title or whatever.
Yeah.
Give me everything or nothing. I need to play that game again. Be a fun game to play.
I have my PlayStation fix. And then we can play it again.
You know they have these little sticks that you stick in the TV and they got all those games in them.
Oh, give me one of
But we
those.
only do legal things.
Oh yeah,
here.
don't give me one of those.
But no,
And-
they're advertising it. It's
and-
got to be legal. If not, then
Does
they're really
it?
stupid.
We,
Does it?
We only do legal things here at 3D Rivals.
I don't think. Okay.
Yeah, either give my PlayStation fixed or give me one of those.
We're gonna get your PlayStation fixed and stuff it
Yeah, we're
into
gonna
a
get it
stick
fixed.
that you can plug into your TV. It's possible.
Yeah, it's possible.
Yep.
Bring back
But-
the split screen.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure my computer can probably play PS3 games.
It was a PS2 game.
It was a PS2 game?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I could definitely play two PS2 games.
It was a 2 game, right?
So that's the plan. They're gonna we got one that stupid scene with the helicopter. We'll talk about it. Oh god! Also, worst James Bond car.
The Z4.
Yeah.
I agree, but we talked about this when we talked about GoldenEye. Like James Bond cannot drive a BMW. It just is not. It's not.
Okay,
spot.
I guess it's not really fitting.
It's not fitting. Like, cause in GoldenEye it was a 750 or something. Nice car. I like BMWs.
But a 7 Series though?
It like the 750. It's like that's what an accountant drives, right?
You should have an M.
A
series.
7 Series?
Exactly. Like if you're gonna drive a BMW, it needs to be like an M6.
Yeah, definitely a 2-door.
Like something sporty, sexier, just all of
Not
that.
this one.
It's the Z4.
Looks like a Miata.
That thing was. I
Yeah.
always hated the Z4.
I was surprised.
Like, even like sitting in it is just like
yeah, because you're right. It's
the world
like
is
a
not
Miata.
enough. This is not enough. Like there's like not
Yeah.
zero room in
Also,
that
they
thing.
There's
barely
just-
used it
There's
in
like
this movie.
no, but that's because I think it's again one of those things where it's like it wasn't really out.
Oh, okay.
So it was like
Oh, they
here's
were
sort
limited.
of our prototype car. You know what I mean? So you can't do a whole bunch with a car that doesn't exist.
True.
Got you.
Yeah. But yeah, no,
Car
I
that
agree.
shouldn't exist.
I'm glad the BMW was only a 3-picture deal and they went back to the Aston Martin because it's just like if you were gonna do with the BMW, and I know BMW is like let's advertise our new car.
Sure.
I'm rather it had been like the 6 or the 3, something really sporty, fast.
I would say not the 3.
It's too small.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Either the 6 or wait, no, they didn't have the 8 Series back
They
then.
didn't have it then
Yeah, but the 6 then.
because like back then. There was only the M6 back then, wasn't there? Like you get the M3 or the M6. Like now, there's like a 4,
There was an
5,
M5.
and 6.
Yeah.
Was there an M5 back then?
Yeah, I think they had an M5 back then.
Okay,
But either way, it had to be the 6. Like not the 3, because the 3 is
it's too small.
Yeah. Not the 5. That's a freaking family sedan. So
No. The M5 is still it's still a sports car.
yeah, but it's an M5 though.
So you saying
It's 4 doors. It just looks
the
like a
M5
family sedan.
Is the M5 a 4-door?
The 5 Series is a 4-door.
No, none of it's an M, is it? That's
Yeah,
that's
even
my
it's-
question.
even
I
the
have to
M.
find that out.
I'm about to
Speaking
Google
of
it.
the Aston Martin, since they brought it back,
Yes.
also in the world is not enough. That was
Mhm.
a really fun driving stage.
Agreed.
That
Agreed.
Yeah. But okay. So, but they find out that they're in Istanbul, and then their plan is to blow it up by putting weapons grade plutonium in the
The submarine that they stole.
nuclear reactor of the submarine. Maybe, I guess. I think it would just not be as good as a power source. I don't know. I'm not a nuclear
I
physicist.
say I don't really
but
understand
I don't know
those
if
kind
it
of
would
things,
blow it
so-
up.
Why wouldn't it?
Why? Because it takes plutonium. Like, it just probably wouldn't be as efficient.
Because they're trying to blow it up.
Yeah. So it's like putting in the weapons grade immediately makes it blow up. To me, it doesn't seem scientifically sound.
I don't know. I'm not about to look to this movie for science.
Well,
So
clearly not. I have a lot to
Not
talk about
scientific
that scene.
accuracy.
currently they don't make a M5
Right now?
right now.
Oh.
There's a 3, there's a 4, but the 4 series did not exist back then.
Yeah, that 4 definitely did.
There's no 6.
Although the 4 would have worked.
There's no M6.
There's no 6 right now. Yeah, there's an 8. That's weird that there's no 6.
Is the M8 still a 2-door?
Yes.
Okay. But man, no 6 though?
Yeah, there's no 6.
That is
Wow.
off.
Yeah. Like, cause 6 is the staple.
Yeah, like I would wonder why they would stop the 6.
Yeah, that's disappointing.
Very disappointing.
Should I
Wow,
give me one of
BMW.
these? I should give me one of these.
Absolutely. All right, so
Okay.
they thwart the reactor exploding.
Thwart.
Nice words.
Yes,
Nice.
absolutely.
Nice.
James kills both Elektra and Renard, and
In
then
the
has
movie.
Christmas in July. Because they had to. They ended the movie on that
Hey, man.
with Q going, "Oh my."
Well, they were so dumb. It's heating up. I'm like, turn the channel. Like,
It's like, I thought he said he was with Dr. Joe. Oh, that has 4 legs. All right. So,
Oh, gosh.
all right. So that was the plot of the movie.
Mhm.
Okay, I want to talk about nitpicks.
Pick some nits.
Six
Okay.
nits. All right, we're gonna start the boat scene.
Go for it.
How does this boat drive on land? I know it's got jet boosters, but it was turning corners.
The jet boosters.
That's to be
The
some
Jets did
really
it.
powerful
The Jets
jet
did it.
The
boosters.
Jets did it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. It was driving on the street like it was a car.
It was.
Stopped at red lights and everything.
It.
Okay, the idea of a boat turning.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, not on the street.
Not on water. Like, how do you
Like,
do it not
that,
on water?
that thing would break, get locked up, something. Like all that gravel and stuff get in there. Like, come on. Them jet boosters ain't about that. Like
So it doesn't have wheels.
they'd push it, but it wouldn't turn.
I agree with you. I'm not denying this at all. I 100% agree with you.
Also, okay, so the lady he was chasing, her big idea was to escape in an air balloon.
Okay, now I did have that down. I was like, where are you going in this hot air balloon? It doesn't make any sense.
I was like, why are you running? Are you Team Rocket? What's going on?
It didn't, I was like, of all the places you like it just didn't make any sense.
Oh my god! And then why did James jump on the air balloon? Just shoot it.
They just put a hole in it.
No, because he wanted information from her.
Okay,
He
shoot it.
still
before
would
she
have
got
gotten. He
high.
still would have gotten that.
Because it would have killed her.
No.
Would have put a hole
No,
in it.
wouldn't. She wasn't that high when he reached up to the air balloon. You just
And
because
plus-
she wasn't that high because he jumped onto the air balloon.
Yeah, she still would have floated back down.
So all you had to do was put a few holes in the air balloon and it wouldn't fly
slowly
anymore.
float back down.
Okay. But you know, if he shoots at a balloon, those bullets gotta land somewhere. It probably hit like a little kid or something.
Yeah, I mean all the damage he caused by driving a boat on the street. Also,
There's that.
yeah,
Yeah, there were no kids in that area.
and he shot a torpedo within city limits.
That's fine. That's okay. There's no rules against that.
There's no rule.
There probably ain't no rules against that. Hey, no firing
expect-
torpedoes from your boat in the range of the city,
Don't expect civilians to have torpedoes. Huh?
or for you to be driving your boat.
Hey,
through
I
city.
have the right to bear arms. That includes torpedoes.
It probably does.
Yeah, okay.
It's an arm.
It does. but
I
torpedoes.
shall bear it.
Torpedoes, though.
Fire some torpedoes in Lake Erie.
You would go to jail.
All right, so okay,
Probably.
so not only that, but I guess he caught up to her, and she's like, "Well, I've got to kill myself now." And it's like, why? Well, one, why'd you go in a hot air balloon? You probably would have been okay. Two, like he didn't catch up with you yet. He was hanging on a rope. You definitely could have killed him. But she
Yeah,
used
true
her
that.
bullet to blow up the.
That is true. Like she could have
Propane
easily
tanks.
just shot him, but maybe she was dead either way.
Well, yeah, basically, she's like, "He'll kill me."
Yeah, I feel like
But
she
if
was
you
dead
kill him,
either
then
way.
he can't kill you.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, he
Dumb
seemed like the
criminals.
kind of guy to get rid of loose ends. She was dead either way.
Yeah, probably. All right, so Renard,
right.
he can't feel pain.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't make you invincible. They treated it like in this movie like because he couldn't feel pain, he was invincible.
Yeah, but if you set him
No.
on fire, he will still burn.
No. Because basically, think about it. Like, if you can't feel pain, you would jump. You know what I mean? Like, you
I
would
mean,
jump
yeah,
out of
you
a
would
window.
do more. I can jump out a window. I won't feel.
But wouldn't
it might
you
break
still
my leg,
break
but
your legs?
My leg is still broken.
Right, but True, but if you don't feel it, wouldn't you still move on? That's what I'm
No,
saying. Like,
your legs are broken.
No, you won't be able to
can't
walk.
okay,
move.
first of all, and when in this movie did he break his leg?
That's not my point.
That's not the point. It's like you
picked
don't
up
feel
a
the
hot
pain.
coal and acted like
Okay.
that wasn't going to get his hand infected.
Okay, fine. He needs to take some antibiotics. But the point is, okay, if he doesn't feel that hot cold, right? Like his hands is scarred and burned.
Yeah.
True. But he doesn't feel that.
There's a point at the end of this movie where not feeling pain did not matter. He still would have been dead.
When he got shot with the plutonium thing, he died.
No, I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna wait until we get to the end of the movie.
Okay, because I
'Cause
already
there's a huge
debunked the
problem.
hot cold thing.
No, there's a huge problem at the end of the movie. A very large, glaring problem at the end of the movie. But we'll
What
get there.
is it?
I'm not at the end of the movie yet.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Suspense. Keep you in suspense.
So, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I get that you will be able to do more because you don't feel the pain, but eventually his body's just going to break down because he's doing too much. The pain is telling you
the
that
pain
you
is
shouldn't
what
be
lets you
doing
know,
that.
like, hey, stop doing this, or something like that.
agree with you, but my thing is
So he wouldn't be able to move because he was doing
But
stupid
my
stuff.
thing is, it's like, but do we know he was doing stupid stuff?
Yeah, he got
We
shot.
saw him.
I don't think he dressed the wound.
Okay,
Also-
but that's all in the span of a couple of days.
All right. Also, he couldn't feel pain. They were acting like he couldn't feel anything.
They said he couldn't feel anything.
Oh, he couldn't feel anything.
He
Okay.
couldn't feel anything. They said that.
All right, that sucks.
Yeah, that was
Right.
the whole point with him and the conversation he had with Electra
Yeah.
because he was super salty about James Bond.
Was he good? Yeah, I was like, you probably can't perform when you can't feel anything, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
because like, how do you
probably
even?
can.
Would you even be able to?
Oh, you just gotta move.
Yeah,
But how do you? But like, would it even be?
no,
Yeah, you gotta
know,
take her direction,
that was the
I guess.
thing. And he was like, "Is he better than me?" And she was just like, basically like, "Yeah."
Yeah, like, you couldn't even get it. So yeah.
I'm just saying, I don't know what he thought was gonna happen. That was
Also,
a dumb
James Bond,
conversation.
stop sleeping with everybody. It's weird, bro. All right.
It's kind of what he does.
Well, okay. I also like how the bullet like gets rid of like all these senses, but not like sight or hearing. Like you can see and hear still, obviously, because we need that for the movies.
For the sake of script, we
For
need
the
to
sake
see
of the
and hear.
script, fine.
Yeah.
Fine that bullet's doing all of that damage, but it hasn't killed him. Fine.
That also like it's traveled through most of his brain.
Yes. So just for the sake of the movie, sure.
Yeah.
That's the thing that
Just
happens.
missed all the important parts of
Yeah.
its brain. Just missed it.
Just missed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I mean, there's obviously some action scenes that don't make sense, but that's the nature
That's
of it.
Bond.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So no big deal. The Saw helicopter.
Yeah.
Is that a real thing? I don't know if it's a real thing.
I feel like there might be a version of that exists, maybe.
Maybe sort of kind of to cut down trees because that's what
Yeah.
they showed it doing in the beginning. Of the
Yeah.
movie.
I feel like maybe not like that.
Also, I don't think it cuts through stuff that quickly.
Yeah, probably not.
No.
Also,
Probably
it
gonna hover
was
for a little bit.
inconvenient spots. Like the dude's trying to run away in his car, and you cut right behind his car, and it's like, not really. I don't. All right.
Maybe.
I hated that level in the game too. The
Mm-hmm.
helicopter was annoying, bro. Also, they cut the car in half, which I think was just because.
It was definitely just because. For sure.
We were expecting it.
Yeah. You gotta destroy the car in
cut
the movie.
car somehow.
Yeah.
Everything blows up in this movie.
Yeah.
Oh, I skipped the pipeline. Okay, this one's a huge one.
Okay.
So they're racing in the pipeline in these things. I don't
Mhm.
know. I don't know what these
They
things are.
were like inspection
Pods.
rigs or whatever.
But they can go 70 miles an hour.
Which is really ridiculous. But I thought like maybe they work different than what we use in sewers or whatever. But the fact that they went 70 miles an hour is really ridiculous. Because what
You
would be
gotta
the
do it
point?
quick. That's
Huh?
true. Yeah, you can't inspect anything. at
Yeah,
70
Even
miles
at,
an hour.
70
like
miles
at
an
that
hour.
speed, like you can't see anything. It has to be slow because someone's watching the video to find the defects.
Yeah. Also, I'm not getting in a pipe. You're out of your mind.
Well, people do that all the time.
True, man.
Okay. So the bomb's traveling in the pipe.
Mm-hmm.
They get the plutonium out, making it not nuclear. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
She was gonna deactivate the bomb, but he's like, "Let it blow up so we can pretend to be dead," which is all good.
Mm-hmm.
But they get off of it with like 10 seconds left.
Yes.
Maybe 4 seconds. I don't know. It was not a lot of time.
Agreed.
So they're definitely within.
They die.
Agreed. Well, that and they jumped off at 70 miles an hour inside of a pipe. Like,
Yeah. So yeah, not only you get broken bones at the minimum, if not just dead, and then it blows up, and I'm like, yeah, that explosion travels. I know that the pipe blows up, but part of the explosion still travels through the pipe.
Yeah.
Like that's going to happen.
Yeah.
The shockwave at minimum, which will kill you.
Yeah. Their insides would have been mush.
But he's James Bond.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah, he's invincible.
Yeah, it's like Vin Diesel in Fast Series.
Yeah.
He's invincible.
Oh, I forgot about the skiing parachute things.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So this is the scene where they're on the mountain and they're skiing down the mountain and they're getting chased by these snowmobiles on parachutes.
Oh yeah. Okay, that part I saw.
Yeah, that's at the beginning.
Yeah, that part I saw.
I'm like, okay, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
You could clearly tell he wasn't skiing.
Yeah. Oh no, because he doesn't know how to ski.
Also, the one he like gets it to fall off the mountain and then like cuts the parachute or something like that. I forgot how it happened. But then it has another parachute. But I was sitting there like, but it can't get higher than it is. Right?
True.
Like you can't go up in those. Like so he's like, oh no, it's got another parachute, starts running around, but you're higher than it literally cannot get you.
Fair enough.
Has a weakness.
True.
Also, they're dumb.
Yes.
Somebody wrote this down and was like, you know, it'd be cool. Snowmobiles on parachute. All right.
Guess that's the fun of writing a movie. We can do whatever we want. Doesn't
Okay.
have to make sense.
All right. For my nitpick in the submarine, they're in a nuclear reactor. They're just dead.
Not instantly. Right.
That close to it? Yes, you are.
It's gonna take them like a couple of days at least.
No. That's getting a dose of radiation poisoning and walking away. That takes a couple of days. You're there being exposed to radiation for a constant 10 minutes. You're just dead. I don't care if you cannot feel pain. I don't care if you're James Bond. You're dead. They're open inside of the reactor, handling the plutonium, putting it into the reactor. You're dead.
It might be something different.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how submarines work. I'm assuming someone's allowed to be in that room.
He got specially lined suits.
Not with the plutonium rods lifted out, which they did, which would have caused an immediate meltdown, by the way. But whatever.
I'm not gonna pretend like I know anything about
I
plutonium.
watched a lot because
I
I
don't
watched
either,
this
but-
nuclear engineer talk about stuff all the time on YouTube.
Oh, well, all right. Just by choice, or it just happened?
Yeah, by choice. It's actually pretty interesting.
You watch weird stuff on YouTube.
I do
It makes
whatever.
no sense.
You watch civil engineers do stuff.
You don't know
Yeah, I do.
that? I don't.
Okay.
When did
As
I
high
ever
as your
say-
voice got, I feel like
You're like,
I
probably do.
You don't know.
I'm saying right now.
Straight
that I
Minnie
don't.
Mouse.
I'm saying right now I don't.
Anyhow,
Yes, I
we
do.
would be dead in that vicinity. That much radiation, it's too
I
much
gotta
in one
imagine
point in
probably
time.
shit,
Like
yeah.
it does. It's not radiation. Isn't always a long term effect. If it's a lot in a short period of time, then you're just dead.
I agree. I don't know. You just drop it.
Immediately?
Yeah.
They were in there for a good 15 minutes.
I'm saying they probably died 2 days later.
2 days?
You died 2 days later when it was been 10 seconds.
I need
2 days
Mythbusters
later,
to
you've
tell
been
me
dead
how
for 2
long
days.
Was too long for them in that room.
Probably 60 seconds. Being in
They
the
did that
reactor,
15 times.
Being in the reactor is like you're not in the vicinity of the reactor, which is obviously safer. They're inside of it.
I don't know. No one on YouTube
to the
had a
point where
complaint
they
about
can
this.
put in,
So it must
they
be
can
okay.
manually put in. You don't manually put rods into the reactor. Like, that's not what they do. It's not a manual thing because you don't want to be there. The rod is radioactive.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but I need a scientist to tell me that you're correct.
All right, if you're
there is
if you're a
science.
nuclear physicist in the comments or a nuclear engineer, let me know and let us know. Would they have been immediately dead in that nuclear reactor? It's kind of like what was First Class, but the people in there could have survived, right? Oh wait, no, Magneto wouldn't have survived. He should be dead. Magneto should be dead. We'll get back to that.
It's Magneto. You can't kill him.
Exactly.
We need him.
Yeah, you know what? The magnetism, he might be able to thwart that.
I'm just saying.
Okay, sorry.
Throw that off a little bit.
Just let a scientist tell me, and then we'll go from there.
It took me out of the entire movie at that point. I'm like, are
You
they
don't know if you're
inside
right
of the nuclear? I'm pretty sure.
You assume you are correct.
I am pretty sure. I know I am not an expert
sense,
on
though.
it. I'm not an expert, but from what I've learned recently, I'm like,
Like, say if there was an oven
Okay.
big enough for people to just walk into. This oven's burning at 500 degrees. You gonna last 15 minutes in there?
now if you ran in and out,
Yeah,
for 2
in and out for 2
seconds,
seconds.
you'll get burned.
Yeah, you'll get burned.
but you're still alive.
Yeah.
But if you're just in
In
there,
there chilling.
you're dead.
What I'm saying is, like,
15
I'm not
minutes.
disagreeing with you, but I'm saying is, like, that setup and that condition. I need to know what the effects will be.
Death.
I need someone to tell
Because
me.
you gotta remember, like,
we-
you get sick because the radiation starts destroying your cells. The DNA in your cells gets destroyed by the radiation.
Mhm.
If you're constantly doing it, then it's gonna happen quicker.
I'm not disagreeing
One
with
good
you on
depiction
that.
of it, despite it being a horrible TV show, Secret Invasion. When he was there and he gets closer and closer, he starts coughing and stuff, even though they were faking, whatever. But he starts coughing and stuff because he's getting closer and closer to a high dose of radiation.
That was a different setup. I'm saying in that setup, in that submarine, in that room, tell me what the doses is, what the reaction is.
The dose
how
that
much
you're
it-
next
how-
to
It's
the
100%.
immediate-
It's got to be 100% dose.
I'm just saying, I just want an expert in this, not you watching YouTube.
I get
Someone
it.
reviewed this movie and said absolutely not,
I get it.
and I'm
You're-
all in.
You're standing next to the thing emitting the radiation.
Because remember, he went down into the tunnels and didn't need a suit.
Yeah, but when doctors do X-rays,
That
They
lady
cover
said
you.
he didn't need a suit,
they cover you for an X-ray.
didn't she?
Yeah, but they were handling weapons-grade plutonium in a different form, which is separate. If they wanted to affect that reactor, they were going to need to
All
do
I'm
more
saying
stuff
is,
to it.
find me someone who reacted to this movie who said, "Yep, absolutely not."
Also, you would not be handling that plutonium without a suit. Now, regular plutonium is not as radioactive as you think, and you can probably handle some without.
Mhm.
I mean, you still would put protection on it, but
I would.
like you're talking about stuff that they have enriched, making it more radioactive. But in this world, I guess it doesn't affect you.
Maybe I'm just saying, just find me an expert, and I'm all in.
I don't know any.
I'm like, where am I going to find an expert? You don't have a problem with him manually putting in a.
I said I
nuclear
didn't.
rod?
I said I don't necessarily disagree,
Okay, all right, fair enough.
but I need someone to tell me exactly what the reaction
issue
is.
Okay.
Yes.
I should message this dude. Like, I need you to react to the world is not enough.
Yeah.
A specific scene.
Nuclear scene.
Yeah. I'm all in.
I'm pretty sure he will laugh and say they're
He's like,
inside of the
LOL.
reactor.
And they're inside of the
Yeah.
reactor.
He's
They're
like,
dead.
that would never happen. You're not gonna go inside.
Yeah, because
of
it's in the sub, right? Someone has to be in that room eventually, right?
But if they were, I imagine with some kind of
There's a lot
protection
of
on.
safety. You definitely put protection on.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm not denying that at all.
They put protection on in the power plants, like in areas where it's like, this just might have a higher dose of radiation.
Yeah, there's a lot of
So yeah, but okay, your nitpicks.
Ooh, right. All right. So the beginning of the scene, Robert King dies because his lapel pin blows up the money.
Yeah.
Why was the cigar girl in the boat? Like, you know what I mean? Like, she had no way of knowing exactly where he was going to be when it blew up.
Mm-hmm.
But she was like on the river waiting for them, just in case King didn't die. But then you
Right?
wouldn't know.
Yeah, she didn't activate it.
Yeah.
It's just so we can have a chase scene with this boat
Okay.
that drove on land. That's what.
Okay. Because I just felt like
no, that's a good point.
yeah. Like,
Yeah.
why would she be there?
Just leave.
Yeah.
She needed to make sure it blew up. Also, that explosion was huge.
Yeah,
It was a lot of money. $5 million. It's a lot of money.
Oh, yeah. I don't think it fits in that briefcase.
I always have questions about that. Like,
$5 million?
maybe they use
That's true.
$1,000 bills.
$1,000 bills? You think so? This
Exist.
was also in pounds.
It wasn't pounds.
Yeah, one briefcase. They always use one briefcase.
Yeah.
One briefcase. Divided by 100, because I'm pretty sure it was just hundreds. In there.
So
actually, I think I saw 50 on those bills.
So we need the same person that can confirm the radiation to confirm how much money can fit in a briefcase.
That's not the same field.
Maybe they can just
that
test
same person probably won't.
Just test it.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So so after the bomb or whatever, M's all in her feelings because Robert was her friend or whatever. And so they're all in the meeting and they're like, Bond, you're not on active duty. You don't get to go on this mission. Like, why'd you have him in the meeting then? Like, why have him sit all up in there? Just have him get skipped over. Don't get the briefing or whatnot. And he all angry. Like, why was he even there?
Also,
True.
he slept with the doctor. That's what I'm saying. Like, can you chill, Bond?
It was clearly not his first time.
It's a part of him being Bond.
Oh, okay. A little weird at this point. Like, at this point, it's kind of weird, bro.
He may have a chemical
definitely-
imbalance.
Hey, look, I mean, some people more than others.
Some people like that.
But him, it's just like everything that walks around, man.
Everything moving.
It's how he gets his way.
Is that a doe? A deer? A female? No.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I
Get
agree.
it.
Like, maybe that's not the best way to get yourself on the mission, but
Hey, if it works.
Also, his clavicle was dislocated or something. I don't know.
yeah.
What, during?
Also, I mean, you gotta figure the doctor. She knew what was up. She was wearing her sexy underwear.
Yeah, she was ready for it.
Oh, I didn't see. I skipped past the scene because my daughter was in the room.
Oh no, she was wearing
She
her
would've
lacy
known.
joints, and I don't know. You're working like 12 hours a day. You're not wearing your
Yeah,
lacy.
you're probably not
drawers.
wearing your laces.
It's probably not comfortable.
Yeah. probably
Yeah.
not.
So
Those
Put
drawers
them
aren't
on
meant to be on.
specifically for this meeting.
Yeah, they ain't meant to be on for long periods of time.
I felt like she knew what was up.
Yeah, she knew what was going on.
Yeah. Okay, so there's a scene in the casino where Electra walks in and she's talking to what was that dude's friends? Valentine something or another, Valinsky?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that payoff was super, like, Bond picked up on it. But it was super obvious. Like, if you're gonna pay this guy off, high card draw?
Like, yeah, let's play a gambling game. I'll bet $1 million right off the bat. One game, nothing else. What? I lost? You walked away all okay with it and stuff?
Yeah.
That's
Like-
all right.
Like, walked away like, James, are you coming? I'm
Like,
like,
I just lost $1 million. Didn't bother me.
yeah.
You just lost $1 million. You ain't gonna try to get that back?
Yeah,
Not even an
super
attempt?
obvious. So, which I guess is not a nitpick because he wasn't fooled by it.
Yeah.
But it's just like,
It's
I
just
don't
the fact
know.
that you tried.
Yeah, like, one, play a different game.
Oh, so he picked
And
up
maybe
on
a
it
few
then
rounds.
and still
Yeah.
slept with her after the fact.
We
I
already said
mean,
he was
hey, man, just
problematic.
because
We already said he has a problem.
yeah, don't change
Also,
nothing
they
about
swapped
that.
to that real quick. We were watching the movie, right? And he said, "Let's go." We cut to another scene, and then we cut back to James and her, and they were just like had done the do, and we're like,
There was stuff cut out.
I was like,
It was really fast.
There was stuff cut out, or I don't know if they cut it out if it was in the script and they decided not to use it. But there was an in between, so it makes more sense.
"Oh, okay." Because
Okay,
I was
well,
like,
somebody missed that in that.
I was like, I
Yeah.
don't. When did they decide to?
Yeah. Yeah, there was an in between that they decided not to add, and I don't know if they filmed it and cut it, or if it was in the script and decided not to go with it.
Oh, I forgot to mention a nitpick. Electra, I don't know why you assumed James Bond was in love with you.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, he.
But you know-
one time you guys were together and you're like, oh, but you love me too much.
I
You would never be able to hurt me. And it's like,
I take that as the fact how she was able to manipulate Renard. Like because we end up finding like there's some like, oh, it's Stockholm syndrome, blah blah blah. But it turns out like she really used Renard from the very beginning. Like, oh, my father's not gonna bail me out, then I'm just gonna use this guy. So she turned Renard because he really had no intentions of hurting her.
Yeah.
So I think she thought that she would do the same thing to Bond. It was just like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, 'cause she did to, like, Renard would do anything for her, even though it didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So I think she thought the same thing for James, but it's like, you picked the wrong one. This man doesn't care.
Yeah. So I guess she thought she had the goods.
Yeah. She thought she had that good, and James was like, I have plenty.
It was okay. I've had better.
Exactly. So that's what I'm thinking. Like, she was used to it, like, you know, guys, you know, falling head over heels for her.
Okay.
She was defeated by victory.
But I agree. Like, I wrote that down. Like, she's like, you can't kill me, you'll miss me. And I'm like, girl, you ain't that special.
You know how many of you it is outside this door?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go.
Yeah, clearly, because he moved on pretty quick.
I mean, yeah.
It always does.
Yeah.
You have to have Christmas early. I'm sorry, I like.
He is milking that.
It's just so easy, which is why she's tired of hearing it. But like, you can't not do it.
Okay, so this one is more of a.
We've got one more.
question
We got one
or
more before the
whatever.
podcast is over.
So when James first accused her of like being the, I don't know, the villain of the movie or whatever. And she's like, no, you got it all wrong. But then she was like, you used me at bait. And I feel like this is like the second time she's like, oh, you used me at bait. But that's not bait though, is it?
It's not. No, he didn't bait her.
He didn't bait her at all. Like they assumed that Renard would come after her, so then he went there to protect her. That's not bait. Because
whether or not he was there or not,
Renard
seemingly Renard would have still been doing what he was doing. So
yeah, I just felt like I'm like, you guys don't understand what bait means.
Apparently not.
Probably don't.
Okay, I don't know. I was just like, that's not what that means. Because she said it again when M said, like, we're not going to pay the ransom money. It's like, you used me at bait. And I was like, no, they didn't.
No.
They assumed that they could kill him before anything happened to you. That's not bait, because he already had you.
True. That's true. Yeah. To use you as bait, it means like, come get this person.
Yeah.
And then you assume you'll get them before he does.
Exactly.
Yeah, you kind of set up a situation where.
Right.
Yeah. I was like,
him
that's
to
not
you.
what that means. I don't know if she just doesn't know what it means or the writers of this movie doesn't know what it means.
Somebody doesn't know what bait is.
Yeah. Okay. So my last nitpick. So they capture M. She's in the prison cell. They don't check her pockets. She had that locator card in there. Like, what are y'all doing?
No, they didn't frisk her at all.
Yeah. Like,
That would have been inappropriate.
yeah,
They
and then
were
she's
trying
like,
to be
can I have
respectful.
the time? And then she's like, sticks the clock in her cell. Like, what are you
That was
doing?
dumb. Obviously, you saw she knocked it down.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, she wants this clock.
Yeah.
Time
Time for
to
you to
die.
die.
Here is your escape mechanism.
Yeah. Just like, why?
Well, I mean, look, Electra wasn't smart. Let's be for real.
No, she wasn't. I felt like she was so used to using her beauty as a weapon, she didn't know what to do when it didn't work.
Yeah.
How many people you know like that?
Yeah. No. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Idiots. But
Yeah. Okay. So we can do random movie facts. We went out of order.
I'm aware, but I needed to get to the nitpicks. So,
I couldn't hold it
movie
in
facts.
anymore.
Okay. So we did talk about a few of them. But one of them was the X-ray glasses. I don't think we talked about that.
Mm-hmm.
So in order to do that, they filmed the scene twice. One with the people's clothes on, the second with them wearing translucent clothes, showing all the weapons and stuff, and then like merged them together.
Interesting.
I thought it looked okay. They didn't look bad.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
We mentioned him adjusting his tie underwater. That was Pierce Brosnan's idea.
Okay.
I'm not mad at it. It's silly, sure, but
It's
I
bondish,
loved it as a
though. It's
kid.
very bondish.
As a
It's
kid,
very
I loved
bondish.
it. I was like, aha, he doesn't care at all, this guy.
yeah, it's very bondish. I'm not mad at it. I'm okay with that. A lot of people consider Christmas Jones to be the worst Bond girl ever. I would agree. You don't have a
Halle
problem?
Berry.
There's Halle Berry.
Halle Berry was
There is Halle Berry.
There is Halle Berry.
Halle Berry.
Not a good one.
Look at that. No, she wasn't.
I felt like Christmas is worse because I felt like her lines were just so deliberate. Are you just looking for a glimmer? Like what? Like what does that even mean?
I don't know what that means at all. Honestly, was she
I was
supposed
gonna
to be
try to come up
smart
with
in this?
something.
Because they tried to make her seem smart, but then like she didn't come across as smart. I'm gonna just be real.
Because how counseled am I going to get this?
Uh,
Denise Richards doesn't seem that intelligent.
No, you don't get canceled for that. I mean,
You know what I mean? Like how you can look at someone like this person's not smart.
you shouldn't. You
So-
shouldn't do that. That's probably a bad idea. But
So I mean, like not like I know a lot of people unrightfully so like clowned her because she's like a pretty woman. And it's like, oh, no one like that would ever be a physicist or whatever.
no,
which
that's
is not. Which is not
I've
true.
seen some physicists, and
So,
famous physicists, and like, oh,
So like she doesn't
Really?
deserve
No,
that
but-
flack, but at the same time, I cannot buy her as a scientist.
no, I'm going purely on acting. She does not seem
Agreed.
that smart. Yeah,
Yes. Agreed.
that's all.
Yeah.
And it has nothing to do with the way you look. Okay, that's why you mentioned the canceling thing. Yeah, no.
Yeah. I just she just doesn't seem that smart.
Fair enough. She doesn't portray a smart person to me. It doesn't seem like it.
Yeah.
I don't know what that portrayal will be. Just not.
Yeah,
Crap.
and like she's also not a great actress to me.
No.
So and then it doesn't hurt that someone who probably is not a great actress is also in not a great movie and
True.
not given a lot of good things to say and do.
Also, her falling
So
for
she was
James
screwed
was.
from
I
the
mean,
beginning.
like Electra had a reason. Her falling for James just didn't seem.
It felt like James
Just
has
yes.
to be with the girl at the end of the movie. So let's put him with the girl at the end of the movie. Because during the whole thing, like there was just nothing
Why
there.
was she still with him after they stole the plutonium? There was no reason for her to go along.
Agreed.
You know, like she had no reason to still be with James, where she pretends to be a sexy lady for what was his name in his caviar shop.
Oh, Valensky.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
she
it
had
was
no reason
like,
to be there.
I need to talk to security and congratulate them. Oh, good lord. James didn't even need her to be there because he was hiding behind the door. He could have just snuck up on him afterwards.
Agreed. She was unnecessary.
He needs a girl around.
I mean, basically, she's there because he needs a girl.
Mm-hmm.
Bond has to have a girl.
Yeah.
It's in the contract.
Yeah. Okay, so the world is not enough. He says is a family motto. Actually true. They discovered that on Her Majesty's Secret Service in 1969. It was on his family's coat of arms.
Interesting.
It was
in
in Latin.
Skyfall too. They should have put it in Skyfall.
I don't know. I know it first showed up on Her Majesty's Secret Service.
Okay.
So a lot of Valensky's scenes, which is played by Robbie Coltrane's, were scenes that were going to be in GoldenEye but didn't make it, and so they put it in
Him
this
falling
movie.
in his own caviar.
I don't know if that's one of the scenes they were mentioning.
Okay. He had some good lines though.
He did I like that.
It's like, I'm looking for a submarine is big and black, and the pilot is a friend of mine.
I like his
Bring
character.
it to me.
Bond, James Bond.
That was funny though, because that's basically what he says his name is. Hey, it's Bond, James Bond. From now on,
Yeah.
that's the way I refer to him.
I like it gets stuck in my head now, so that's what I hear.
You guys seen the new Bond, James Bond movie?
The 5 latest Saw that we have issues with was originally going to show up in GoldenEye. I don't know how or in what context.
What on the
It doesn't make any sense. So it must have got scrapped early.
the satellite dish?
Hmm?
Let's go now, right?
Yeah. How was it going to be on a satellite dish?
I don't know.
Oh no. Maybe they was going to have that instead of the lady killing you with her thighs.
Which I still say is not possible. Not well, it's possible, but like they had her doing it during physical times, which I'm like, you're too low at that point. I don't know how
I'm telling you, she moved up.
So she just jumps up and starts crushing you with her dives.
Like, why not?
While you're in La La Land, I guess you would say.
I don't know. Then you got mobility of your legs or something. Well, I guess people. Yeah, I guess. All right, never mind. I don't know. It's a weird way to kill people.
Yeah, but she was a freak though.
Yeah.
So
Freak a leg.
originally, apparently, the plot of this movie was going to be a lot darker. It was going to be more the lines of A License to Kill and GoldenEye. I don't know why they didn't do that, but the plot was going to surround. I think the villain was going to be his kid he didn't know he had.
Oh,
I felt like we should have did that movie.
interesting.
Yeah, because you know he got like 20 kids.
It's got a lot.
He's got to have. There's no way that you're just all their tubes ain't tied.
No,
Like
apparently,
there's no way.
in No Time to Die, that was his first kid.
Apparently,
He's never had a kid before.
Now I know in the
don't buy it.
books he had a kid in You Only Live Twice, but that guy died.
Well, I'll never say never.
That's not a book. I said in the book.
Okay, all right, I'm fine.
I don't know what the book are.
Yeah, I think the girl in that book ends up like he doesn't show up in that, but it's like 2 stories later, like, oh yeah, there was a kid. So I think that proves my theory. He has about 10 kids.
He has to, because like you're not.
Yeah, he has to.
You're not strapping up. I don't think.
Yeah, he's like a NFL player out here, and he's like, you got like 1,000 kids.
NBA young boy.
Yeah.
Or a Nick Cannon.
Oh,
Or
God.
a Nick Cannon.
And he wants more.
Oh, let's not. Okay.
Yeah. So the plot of this movie is very similar to the plot of Goldfinger.
I don't remember the plot of Goldfinger.
So basically, it involves the nuclear destruction of a precious resource. In this movie, it was oil, where there would be a bunch of casualties, and in order to drive up the price of that one said resource, and then they will become,
we need to drive up the price of oil.
Yes,
Yes,
and then
please.
they will
Can we
become
not?
super wealthy because they are the ones with the resource. That's the plot of the movie.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Every villain's plot, though.
Yes.
It
Yes.
causes things so I can be in control of everything.
Mhm.
It's, you know, yeah.
Yeah.
It's plot of Tomorrow Never Dies.
That's basically the.
No, well, Tomorrow Dies was slightly different because he wanted to be ahead of the news, which I can see. Like, I think when we first did this movie, and we'll do it again, we were saying like, oh, like, would that really happen now? But I'm thinking yes, because you have so many people who like live and die by social media,
Yeah.
who were willing to do anything in order to have that fame.
Yeah.
So I
I'm
just
getting
think
sick of
it
that.
changes from print media
To social media.
to social media, but it's still the same.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah. So there was just a couple of general thoughts that I had about this movie.
Okay.
I don't know if we were gonna get to it or not. I thought there was some good things in this movie.
Yeah.
'Cause, like I thought Electra was pretty good. Like I think they did a good job of really not letting you know that she was the villain. Like you questioned her, and he's like, "Ah, no, it's cool," and just like, "Oh no, she's just pretty much an awful person."
Yeah.
I thought Renard was a good villain, and especially like he didn't show up until like after 45 minutes or so.
Yeah, he didn't show up until the coal thing, right? Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, when they were at the Devil's Breath, which I thought was a pretty decent scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been mad if you put hot coal in my hand.
Oh, when you would dab it though?
Yeah. I'm like, bro.
I'd be like, bro, I'm out. I'm not for this secret mission. I'm out. I'm cool.
He died anyway.
Yeah. So it wasn't even worth it.
No.
Wasn't even worth
Immediately died.
it. So someone on the internet described this movie with this, and I thought it was a good point. It says it has good moments, but not a lot of good scenes. It says it has just enough cool things to try to distract you from all the bad things. And I was like, that's exactly how I felt about this movie. It's like, oh yeah, okay, the scene's not bad. Like, oh, this one thing is not bad.
Yeah.
But overall, it's just like,
like I talked about the scene in the pipe. Yeah, pretty cool scene.
Yeah.
You know? Although, what was he doing with that knife? Because it didn't slow it down at all.
Yeah, I don't understand. Like, so they were in the second rig and they attached themselves to the one that was going too fast. Can't they slow it? Like, didn't we just watch this in Unstoppable?
Yeah, slow it down by slowing the one in front of it.
Yeah, like, why don't we just slow the one in front of it down? Like, why are we still going 70 miles an hour?
And still sticking a knife.
I don't know.
What was he doing with the knife? I'm so
I think
confused.
he stuck it in the controls or something.
I don't know, man.
I don't
It's
know.
weird.
That's not how it works. And also, that rig is very weird, but maybe they use something different for gas than we do for other pipelines.
How was it propelling itself?
I don't know. It's like, for a pipe, like, how big do you think that pipeline was? Like, 24 inches?
They were in it.
They were in it.
3 feet, probably.
Yeah, so you send a little robot down there, and there's a guy in the truck with the remote.
Yeah, because why would people go inside?
There's no need for that.
Yes. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, pay me off.
Yeah, so
Small
I mean,
pipe like
that's just kind of want to just give my general thoughts, but
Okay.
that's all I had.
All right. Well, then I guess we're ready to rate it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna give it a watch while folding clothes.
Agreed. there's this. I mean, you can skip it if you want.
Yeah, the plot's just too bad for me to give it anything higher than that.
But it didn't really hold my attention.
Oh,
Yeah.
I did want to mention, like, we talked about the opening scene a little bit, but I did think the opening scene was pretty good.
Oh,
Like,
with the boat? The boat scene's
With the
cool.
boat and
Yeah,
inside
talking
the
about it.
bank and all of that, like, I thought it was pretty
Oh,
good.
he uses the guy's body as
Yeah.
a grappling hook.
Which, I mean, not gonna happen. Those are some really strong blind. Like, my blinds break on the simplest thing, yet
That's
he can
true.
grapple hook down the
You
building with
tap the blind and it's like, well, I'm broken now.
it. Yeah, maybe I'm buying the wrong blinds.
Yeah, probably.
Probably are.
I probably
you
am.
need that Swiss
are
bank
faux
blind.
blinds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bank always gets the best behind.
Yeah. So we didn't mention that. So I think that goes inside, like, there are some good elements. It just didn't mold together too
Well,
well.
see, yeah, that was James Bond. That was,
It was. If we had more of that
Yeah.
and less of the next hour.
Yeah. More of that, less of flying snowmobiles.
Agreed. Agreed.
Fair.
It's a genius.
Fair
idea.
enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right. So
So who else is doing
we'll rate it watch while folding clothes. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So we'll rate it watch while folding clothes. That's 3D Rivals' opinion on
What's
the
just
movie.
under folding clothes?
Pure torture.
Pure
Okay,
torture.
Okay, no.
Yeah,
No, it's not a pure torture. It's not
It's
a great
not that
movie,
low.
but it's not. It's not.
I wouldn't be mad for watching it. Like I wasn't mad that I watched it. You know,
Yeah, like, I mean,
could I spend my time doing something else? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, I wouldn't be mad if I saw it again, and I probably will see it again. And it's,
I'm with it.
yeah,
I got more laundry to fold.
Yeah,
exactly.
right. You can watch James have Christmas again. We said it had to be one more. We said it was one.
Yeah, we did say one more.
No, I don't think we agree to that. I
Can you name a
don't-
year when Christmas didn't come? I didn't
Christmas
think so.
comes every year.
In this podcast.
So thank you for. It does.
Rumor has it. No, that's right.
So thank you guys for listening, and we will catch you in the next one.